So today we are going to explore an extraordinary journey, all the way from Congo Brazzaville to Paris, France, two civil wars and an assassination attempt. Stella, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Stella Berliocchi, or Gwladys Berliocchi is the same. I was born in Congo. It's my country. I'm a writer now, and I'm happy to be here with you.
That is awesome. So first of all, let's start with the title of your book. What is your book called?
My book called, in English, is Diary, is In My Skin. Diary of someone who comes elsewhere. And in English, it's maybe like that. Hein? In French, is Dans ma peau, journal intime d'une passagère venue d'ailleurs.
Can you show us the book?
Yes, of course.
A little up. Okay, that's awesome. So let me start with my first question. What happened in the first civil war?
In the Civil War, before the war, the neighbor was living together. They was do things together, watch TV together, draw water together. Neighbors was all in friendly. And what is surprised me the most is the hatred between the ethnic groups, because I never suspected before, because all the people was living in peace, you know, all the people was living in peace. And just like that, the war began, and all the people want to kill the neighbors, to do wrong to the neighbors. It was so special.
Can I ask you the question, like, why did this happen?
Why this happened? It's the ethnic groups who take some idea, like the other is not good because he comes south, on the south, and the other not good because they come on the north, and the other they are in the center, they're not good, or they have some things they do, or they eat some things not good. I don't know. It's just the language not the same. We don't talk the same language. All the people in the country not talk the same language, and for that they do this war, the civil war. All the civil war in Africa is for language, just language, because we don't talk the same language. If you tell that French is the language of all the people, and your little language, your ethnical language, you stop it, it will be good for Congo, I think, and for all the Africa, I think. We chose the language, and we talk all this language to don't see if I was born on the south or on the north or on the center. Just I'm Congolese and I talk French. Is that? But now is I'm Congolese and I'm Bakongo, or I'm Larry, or I'm Congolese and I'm or not, and I talk another language. Is that? So the language is so important for country, for Africa. We must choose the language. It can make a peace in Africa, peace in Congo. And we talk French. It will be French for all the people, not Larry or Bakongo, or I don't know what else languages. I think in France, they do like that. And it's okay now. It's okay now. Here, I'm in Toulouse. They was talking here Occitan. But now all the people talk French. They don't talk Occitan. Occitan, it's die. Maybe it's okay. in Britain, there was talk another language. Now they talk French. All the people in France talk French, okay? So all the people is in peace because they talk the same language.
So let me ask you a question here. Like, do you think like people cannot live in peace with different languages?
Now, it's impossible to be in peace with different languages. It's impossible to be in peace with different languages. All those languages not important. We don't write it, these languages, okay? It's just the languages to talk with the family, to talk with our neighbor, to talk with people. It's not the languages we write it. It's not the languages we talk it in school, at school. So it's not important to keep the languages of village. It's this come to do wrong on Congo and all the country who are civil war. In Rwanda, it was the same. You talk, you are not my languages. I'm not talking languages, and so I must kill you. Not. It's not like that. Or in 10 or 20 years, if all the people talk the same language, you forget where it came from. You will forget that. We must take French or English. French or English is that because we write in French, in English, because the paper, the passport, the identity card, all that is in French or in English. So we must choose the languages international, not to be with our things of village, to just kill people because they talk another language. I think is that.
So let me ask this, like if, or can education play a role here? Can education help to change the people's ideas and the people thinking?
Yes, education is so important, education. But now in Congo, not maybe, it's true. Huh? The school is so expensive for people. To pay some pencil, some things to go to school is so hard for people. It's so hard for people. And so I think school made to be open, gratuit. How can I say in English? I don't know.
Free of a charge.
Free, yes, free. It will be free for all the little Congolese. Is that? I think education is the most important for the nation. Is the most important education. We must educate our people. We must educate our young people to learn French or English, to learn history really, to learn geography, all that in the language, and at home, the parent may be an effort to talk in French, or if we chose English, to talk in English. Is that? I think it will be good for our country.
Was the war difficult? Was the war hard?
The war is so hard, so hard. All the horror, the dead. 2 civil war is too much. 2 civil war for one country, little like Congo, is too much. 2 civil war for people is too much. All these dead, all this horror, all this sufferer, it's not possible to continue like that. They must stop it. Just for 2 people or for one people who want to stay in presidents. It's not like that. We are not developed for that. We are not developed for that because we have a president who don't want to go away, to take a place with another man who do something, another thing good. Is that Africa not developed, our country not developed, because this guy don't want to go away. So he must go. He must go. Sassou must go. We tired with him. We tired with his politics. We tired with his stupidity. We tired. Too many sufferers, too many dead, too many horror. And all the people never forget that. I never forget that. Never I forget all the babies died. I never forget all the babies died in this country. Never forget. Never forget. He must do stop with this opportunity he have to eat all time good and stay all the people don't eat and stay all the people don't go to hospital. There are no hospital in my country. There are hospital, but it's not hospital. They are not cotton, no cotton, nothing, no beads. To have beads, you must go to the pharmacy to go to pay to have a beads in hospital. It's not possible. It's not possible. It must go away. Stop. Stop for the country. Stop for the babies. Stop for the young people. Stop for our people. Stop for Congo to be with a president like Sassou Nguesso. It must go away.
My other question here.
14 years. 14 years. You understand that? 14 years. Here, we see Mitterrand, we see Chirac, we see a lot of people in the power here in France. All this time, it's Sassou Nguesso. We tired. We tired. He must go. Yes, go away.
Let me ask you, what happened in the prison? What happened to you in the incarceration?
In the incarceration, there's no life. There is no life, just survival. Just survival. You eat in the same place. You shit there. You do all that there. And to see outside, just took the bars. Took the bars. It's prison. It's prison. Incarceration in hospital, psychiatric hospital is prison. It's difficult. There is no life inside. There's just survival, survival.
What happened in the assassination attempt?
Oh, in this assassination attempt, it was my cousin who attempt to assassinate me with the other men to cut me and to drown me in the water, in the ocean. But I called my God, I called Selassie, help me to save my life, save me. And I hear a voice who tell me, hurt yourself, hurt myself, I hurt myself. And in English, I tip my tongue like that until blood.
Okay.
And after I put it on the attackers and they let me go. It was like a poison. My blood was like a poison on the skin of this man who want to kill me. Excuse me, I think I made to Richard.
On the flight, you woke up on the ground. What happened?
Oh, the thief gassed me. He put me on the ground and he stole everything he could steal. Even my mattress I was slept. He take all he can take. And they catch him to the police, yes. They catch him to the police after. It was so unique, like a robber. It was so unique. But I can't enter and all the subject because in the book everything is inside. So if I explain all, no need to read again my book. There
Okay.
is okay.
Perfect. So let's move to the next question here. Like, what can you say about your father?
My father, I love my father. I loved him very much. He don't raise me up. He don't raise me because he wasn't with my mother. But our relationship was very spiritual. Yes. And we loved each other very much. Yes, a lot.
Okay. So the next question here is like, is writing something that helps you?
Writing helps me because I have a lot of fight to lead. I have a lot of fight to lead. Yes, I have a lot of fight. Yes, a lot, many fighter. And writing, it is the thing who can make the basis for my fight, for all my fights, is that I must continue to read, to write, not to read, but to write. I must continue because I have a lot of fight.
That is awesome. It has been awesome
Yes.
and more than brave, more than interesting talking to you, Stella, today. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nour.